Everyone, today I'll be taking a look at words that I never thought I would say that would come out of my mouth on this channel. The Hasbro Fortnite Legendaries Victory Royale series, Midas Rex, or however the hell you pronounce that name. Listen, I bought this because I thought that this guy would be a good looking Iron Man villain, because that kind of looks like a repulsor chest beam. So that's the only reason why I got this figure, and for some reason I'm excited. But as you can see, there's a kind of a smallish window that shows the figure in the packaging. You got this nice artwork right here that continues on right there. You got FN standing for Fortnite, I'm guessing. You got Fortnite Victory Royale series right there, made by Hasbro, because Hasbro has to own everything these days. Just like Disney, but instead toys. Hasbro has to make toys from everything nowadays, and Disney just has to own every franchise and shit. He comes with a helmet, a cape, and a sword, and also 2 pistols that are attached to him in the box. On the back, you got another 3D render right here of him and all the accessories that it comes with, and some words and stuff. And then you got barcodes down here and things on the top, just Fortnite Victory Royale series. So let me just go ahead and get this guy open. Getting this guy out of the packaging, I did not expect to like this guy as much as I do. But taking a look at the head sculpt, I think this looks really, really nice. I really like that giant scar right there that's on his eye. Looks very good. It's also photoreal to the face as well. And you got part of the helmet here that wraps around the whole entire head. You got a fade right here on the back for his hair, and the hair sculpt looks really nice. Really like that. And for the neck, there's some sculpted detail there. Then more gold on the back. Then this guy is just covered in gold paint, which looks really good. You got this part right here. And then the butterfly joints has some detail on it. You have the shoulder pad, which is painted in gold, which is attached to the arm, so you can actually move it with it, and it does get out of the way of articulation. Open the shoulder pad up, there is some detail right there. More detail on the arms with that nice gold. And then the tube right here that can attach from right here. Can't attach right there. It's glued in right there. But it can attach right there. You see there is some detail in paint right there. Paint is pretty clean as well. Don't really see any paint mishaps. Got some nice gold and then some bronze right there on the hands. Excuse me. And then right here for the chest, some more of that gold, which I'm guessing is armor, and like the gray part is just a undersuit. Then you got bronze right there mixing with it. More bronze right here. You got like what seems to be like a chest beam right there. And there is some sculpted detail in between right there. And it does continue up with the crunches and stuff. The same thing on the back. And there is some very nice detail in the back right there. I really like this part. It just looks very cool right here. Very cool. And then you got for this little skirt thing right here, which has some, looks like it's been ripped and stuff, and it looks very cool. You got this nice line work right in here. Then some gold on the edge of it. And then the same thing with the back. It's just a bit bigger. Then you got these holsters right here that have some detail on it. Talk about the guns when you get to accessories. And then you got some bronze right here. Some more of that undersuit padding. And more armor right there. And of course pinless on elbows and knees. You got the knee pad, which does have a little bit of scraping to it right there. Not sure if that's intentional or not, but just a minor mishap. And more gold right here. You got these tubes that go along right here, and it does get broken up when you twist the calf. And you got some more gold or bronze right there, and gold going up top of it. The feet are a bit too small, because sometimes it's gonna be hard to get him in a, of course he's gonna stand up right here, but it's kind of hard to get him in the poses. Of course he wants to stand up now, but when I put him on the shelf, he's gonna fall over immediately. Let's drop the accessory. Yeah, so the feet are a bit too small, but there is some bronze paint on it. Turning to the back of the legs, see right here, you got what looks like some jet boosters right there. So overall, very cool design for this figure, and I really like how it turned out. For accessories, we'll start right here. He does have two guns, actually, that go into the holsters. See right there. Not too bad. There's actually some paint right here on the handle, so it doesn't just look very cheap. It looks like it looks very premium. And that just goes into the holster there. Then he also has a cape, which is nicely painted. I'm surprised how nicely painted. All these accessories are nicely painted, and this guy is covered in paint. So they used a bunch of budget for this guy. Got nice gold right here and bronze, some detail, and then the cape had this nice gold right there, and then also it looks torn and tattered, and that does plug into the back like so. Then the cape looks very cool, and also he comes with this helmet, which also looks cool. They're nice gold, and there also is some eyes poking in there because you can swap it out if you unplug the head. Put that head in. And this is probably how I'm going to be displaying them, like this, because that looks really badass. Love that. And also comes with his harvesting tool, this sword, which also is nicely painted and sculpted. You got a wire right there that connects from here to here. Some gold on the handle, which is chipped. See that right there? Unfortunately, it's chipped. You got some gold coming right here. And it can plug into the hand. Like so. So these are some very nicely painted accessories. And the figure is also nicely painted, which I'm very surprised about, of how detailed this figure is and his accessories. Measuring this guy out to see how tall he is. Midas Rex stands to the top of his head about 6.5 inches tall. Here he is next to where I'll probably be displaying him on the G.I. Joe shelf. Here is Snake Eyes and Cobra Commander. And also here he is next to Lady J. And also just comparing to another Fortnite figure, here is Lynx. And for articulation, there's a Dumbo joint up at the top of the head and the neck, and a ball joint down there, allowing him to look up that far, can look down that far. You do got some tilt, rotation. Butterfly joint can go forward pretty good, back pretty good. Arm can hinge out to 90, and arm can rotate around 360. If you grab the shoulder pad, it will go with it. If you try to do it without the shoulder pad, it will just stay there and get stuck. And then there's a double jointed bend, very tight at the elbow, and it does unplug the hose, which is unfortunate, but it's just gonna happen. All you have to do is just plug it back in though, so really no big deal. There is wrist rotation, and wrist can hinge down and up. There's a ball joint down here and a ball joint down here. Or that's a Dumbo joint, and that's a ball joint. At least I think so. And then it can crunch forward that much, crunch back that much. You got some tilt, rotation, and rotation down here. Leg can kick up that far, kick back that far, can go out that far. Holsters don't really get in the way, surprisingly. There's a thigh rotation, double jointed bend at the knee. It goes pretty far. There's a calf rotation, ankle can hinge up, hinge down, and you do have ankle pivots. So articulation on this guy is he's super well articulated. Can get him in a vast amount of poses. Just make sure you balance him correctly, or the feet will knock him over. Or the feet will knock him over here, just fall over, because the feet are kind of small. So overall, this is a very awesome figure. I really love the... Why the hell? It just stopped. Okay, it turns out that the rotating base died, so I had to plug it in. Overall, I really love this figure. I love the gold paint. This guy is just covered in paint. And all the accessories are nicely painted as well. And it makes it feel like a $25 action figure. It's not like one of those figures where like it's just all new sculpt and really not that much paint, and then you're paying $20 to $25 for it. I still love this figure though. It doesn't feel like one of those. And then also it is nicely articulated as well. It comes with a bunch of accessories, and it just makes you feel, it just feels like that you're getting your money's worth of this guy. So overall, I'm just gonna have to give this guy a solid 10 out of 10. Anyway, that's it for this review. I see you next time. Bye.